giving over now 500 businesses, including McDonald's franchise, waivers from government health care, meaning it's an unfair trade advantage against their competition that must purchase health care. But now he's giving the Congress waivers and other federal employees. That's in the Washington Times. We're going to be covering that as well today. Also on the economic front, I've told you that the highest interest rates were 35% on credit cards. That's now changed. The APR is now 59.9. This is what the big central banks are doing with the banker bailout money. We back it up as taxpayers, give it to them with zero interest. They then leverage it to infinity and loan it out on average at 14.72 and as high as 59.9, CNN reporting that. Of course, up until a few years ago, it was illegal to charge more than 30%. Now they're going directly to loan sharking rates of 59.9. Loan sharking historically has been about 25, but they let them go up to 30. Now they've changed the law as part of credit card reform to allow it to be unlimited. That's how they reform things, to help you out. Oh, man. Whew. The order has gone out to just have unlimited tyranny upon the American people. But getting back to Egypt and how it bounces back to the U.S., Europe's put the kill switches in. The kill switches are now in the U.S. They're getting everybody ready for a cyber attack at the 9,000 locations with the telescreens. One of the announcements is the head of cybersecurity that hasn't even gotten cabinet funding yet, hasn't been passed by Congress, but is in place, saying the Internet's under attack. Terrorists are about to hit it. The Internet's not safe. We're trying to protect it. Report bad things on the Internet to police. Just all part of a hysteria. Then they walk out front, see a guy on a cell phone. It turns into a gun. They call SWAT teams. It's all part of just the mental illness, fleeing when none pursueth, ignoring all the real crime, all the real terror, all the real corruption, and only focusing in on seeing phantoms in and around your neighborhood. But continuing here, as Egypt goes offline, U.S. gets internet kill switch bill ready. This is out of The Age in Australia. As Egypt's government attempts to crack down on street protesters by shutting down internet and mobile phone services, and that's what this is really for. See, they know they're going in to the end of the American way, the end of the American way of life, the end of liberty, the end of wealth, the end of the engine of everything good. This is all by design, the post-industrial U.S. We're going into bondage. And so they've got to, just like with Egypt, they've got to have the grid in place. And it's not to stop Al-Qaeda or the Chinese from attacking us via cyber. It's about shutting down the Internet when they have the bank holiday, when they devalue your currency, or when they completely take your pension fund. They've already taken most of the veterans' pension funds and their death benefits. Bloomberg AP. The sky's the limit. They've trained local spy groups. They've trained the police to hate the American people. They've trained them to eat their own guts and ask for seconds. We are the enemy. The Marine Corps doesn't run and do chants about killing commies for mommy. They do chants about killing American school children. That came out in Counterpunch and other publications a few years ago. They trained the troops to shoot their own mother in the drills. Will you shoot your mother if I tell you, sir? Yes, sir. And they have drills about locking cities down in the Army and Marines and National Guard. And the role players say, I'm your uncle, I'm your brother, please don't take me. And you billy club them in the head and you take them to the truck and you load them. And you get that petty power trip while your bank account's being sucked dry, while your pension's being sucked dry. You're never going to get any health care. You're never going to get any property. You're never going to have any future. They're going to make you so poor and so overthrown that they can put all the fluoride in your food and water they want. And you know what? You're going to deliver. You like violent video games. You like violent culture. You think the devil's sexy. You festoon yourself with those symbols, you are going to get to drink from the cup of abomination. You love the curses of 51 million abortions. You love the curses of 1 million dead Iraqis. You love all the blood on our name, on our hands. You are going to get to drink from absolute abomination. You want pain. You want suffering. You want judgment. You want hell. You want degradation. The gates are now being opened. Everything that America wants dearly in their satanic heart, they will now get. The abomination churches worshiping global government, worshiping tyranny, telling their flocks to lay down, under Homeland Security, cybersecurity training, to tell their flocks to take the injections and go to the FEMA camps. Everything you want is now materializing. Everything you desire. Because you hate yourselves deep down and you want to be punished, and you will be. Continuing, as Egypt goes offline, U.S. gets internet kill switch bill ready. The Russians got to sup from the cup of death. The Germans got to sup. The Cambodians got to sup. The Iraqis have got to sup with the banks that run our country funding them. And now you will get to sup. You want to sit down at this bloody orgy? You want to sit down at this table laid bare with the futures of our children and literally eat their souls as your soul has been trafficked and sold to the old serpent? If you don't repent now and hit your afterburners to warn everybody and wake up and hit your knees and wear sackcloth and pour ashes over yourself, you are going to be gobbled up. You just watch. You want satanic government? You got it. We'll be right back.
Not all protein supplements are created equal. One World Whey is the first cold temperature processed, 100% all natural, unrefined, bioactive, grass pasture raised milk whey protein. Far from being another ordinary protein supplement, One World Whey is a full-spectrum nutrition power food in and of itself, providing overall life-building benefits that touch virtually every human's life that other protein supplements don't deliver on. What are the benefits? Boosts the immune system, anti-aging properties, helps detoxification, helps reduce body fat, excellent for building lean muscle, increases energy levels, enhances the feelings of youth, sports performance, exercise recovery. Who's it for? Busy people, hardworking executives, students, teachers, active seniors, people recovering from illness, office workers, construction workers, and high-performance athletes. Call 888-988-3325 or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld, WHEY.com.
Making the right decisions is a challenge to investors. Are we going to see economic growth, slide into a recession, or at worst, depression? Hi, Ted Anderson from Midas Resources. We all know when a company acts irresponsibly, divesting ourselves in a move towards safety is prudent. When the market becomes volatile, U.S. Treasuries are a safe haven. But what do you do when the U.S. government overextends itself and spends beyond its means? Many investors are turning toward gold as a common-sense alternative to traditional paper investments. Midas Resources has put together a powerful book titled 10 Reasons to Own Gold, discussing costs, benefits, risks, featuring full-color illustrations, weights, and measures. The book is free and can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. Paper investments are dwarfed by gold's 6,000-year history. Discover how gold may be right for you and your IRA by calling 800-686-2237. Whether buying or it's time for you to sell, the book is free. Call 800-686-2237.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank. and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., we are here live. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, I'm not trying to be negative, but Hitler killing tens of millions, Stalin killing tens of millions, Lenin killing tens of millions, Mao, Pol Pot, the list goes on and on. Think about Stalin killing conservatively 35 million people, conservatively 60 million under Mao. And our government, our so-called government, is now on record admitting they helped put Mao into power. And David Rockefeller and all these other globalists write articles and books about how great he was and how we need that system. Think of 1 million dead. That's 10 sports stadiums with 100,000 each. Men, women, children, little babies killed. Think of 64 million. That's the conservative estimate that Mao killed. 64 million murdered. Now, if that isn't black cup of abomination, if that isn't total degradation, think about 51 million people dead. How many sports stadiums is that? How many sports stadiums filled with 100,000 people is 51 million? That's how many babies didn't get to get born in America. So see, all this death goes on around us. And so we're shocked when tyranny starts rearing its head. We're shocked that the federal government would sign secret deals 11 years ago to begin stealing the death benefits of U.S. troops as they die. Of course they're going to get away with that. If they can steal tens of trillions of dollars and then Congress says, where's the money going, Federal Reserve, and they say, we're not going to tell you. And the former Fed head goes on Lair NewsHour and says, we're above the law. Nobody can touch us or investigate us because they say so, because they're wearing a suit. Is there nothing we won't put up with? Is there no level of humiliation? My words can't describe what's been set up. The banks that have run the world for the last 70 years conservatively have funded dictators, have funded wars, have funded both sides of conflicts, and they're bringing a hellish system in. And then they admit all over the news that these big financial interests that run our country are overthrowing Hosni Mubarak to bring in another guy involved in torture and corruption? Another guy involved in all of this persecution? They got rid of Saddam and brought in more tyranny. It's actually accelerated now that Saddam Hussein is gone. They want it to be bad. They want to destroy these countries. They want you on your belly starving. They want you and myself and everybody else dead. That's their end game. They want us gone. They've bought up the world through fraud, and they are tired of looking at us. I want to go to this clip and then go to break and come back. But this is Zbigniew Brzezinski on ABC News last night, openly saying that he wants Hosni Mubarak to step down. Now, here's the Brzezinski model. This is one of the architects of these type of color revolutions against the globalist own ally, Hosni Mubarak. Here it is.
We're joined now by a man who has helped navigate U.S. foreign policy way back during the Iranian Revolution. He is Zbigniew Brzezinski, who used to be President Carter's national security advisor, joins us now. Thank you for being with us. I want to start by asking you, does Mubarak have to go, or, as the administration seems to hope, he can